G'day guys, Big Burke for Burko's Fishing Adventures. We're doing a product review here. Well, I've got a couple I'm going to do, but let's just deal with the first one first, and then I'll do another video for the next thing that I've got as well. But first things first, we have got an Allpowers R600 portable power station, 600 watt, 299 watt per hour, and it has one of those Life PO4 lithium batteries, and it's got 5-year warranty. It's pretty good. We've used it the once so far when we had a power outage. We hooked up the stereo, it worked perfectly. So guys, this is what it is. This is what we're looking at. So it's already on. I've got the app on the phone. So at the moment, the app on the phone's telling me, well, it's 100 watts. There's roughly 4 days and 6 hours. It's, you know, remaining before it starts to discharge, and I've got nothing on it yet. As you can see, there's nothing, no load on it at the moment. But all right, let's just turn this on, and you've got the watts that are going in, the watts that it's pulling out, and how many days are left remaining. So it's saying 4 days and 6 hours, which the app actually shows you a little bit more detail. It has on the top wireless phone charging. I want to get this right, so I've printed out it out, so I want to get all the facts right. I don't want to give you the wrong. So it's an AC input of 400 watt maximum, solar input, which over here, your solar input, that is a circuit. So if it overloads and triggers, and that's to plug it into the power. So it has a cigarette lighter, 12-volt cigarette lighter, which is so. It has 2 AC outputs, which that's the plug-in, which we used one of these with our stereo the other day. So they're the AC ones. It has 2 USB-C inputs. So I think it's this one, USB-C. USB-A inputs, 2 of those. And with the C's, one you've got like a 15 watt 3 amp and a 20 watt 5 amp, which is for quicker charging, and 200 watt max that they'll produce out of there. And then with the A's, sort of, you got a 9 volt 2 amp and a 12 volt 1.5 amp and a 36 watt maximum. Tells on here, press DC button, which this is your DC, because this is all your DC section on it. And if you hold that down 3 seconds, you'll go into the Bluetooth mode, which I've already done that, and we're already in the Bluetooth mode. So you turn it on, which it is, and there's your little Bluetooth symbol. So we hold that down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. The Bluetooth goes off. You don't need to have the Bluetooth section on, but for this purpose I have. So let's turn it back on so it picks up my phone. 1, 2, 3. It comes back on. It also has a light. 3 stages, 1, 2, 3, and that's from like SOS, like help, and then turns off. The cigarette lighter port is 120 watt output for there. Wireless charging, which I was saying is on top, it's 15 watt maximum that produces. So your light mode, as I showed, SOS mode. It has an app, you control and monitor it here. So however far you can go with your phone, however far you can walk away, that's just the distance. So you don't want to go too far. It has USB power supply, where a lot of these don't. So what is the way I sort of do it, understand is, you don't get no power surge. It's instant power. There's no power loss, nothing like that. So as soon as you plug something in, it's instantaneous. There's none uninterruptible power supply. That's what that's called. It is. The size of it is 7.8. Is that right? No, sorry. We'll start that again. 11.2 by 7.5 by 7.6. So that's in inches. So when I brought this, I brought it as a bungle. Blah, mouthful. Let's have a look around this little unit. Pretty smart. The only downside, they don't have a case for this. There is somewhere on eBay, which I did track down, you can buy a case, but it's not the proper all-power one. Does not come with one, which is a bit of a downside, but so, you don't mark it, knock it around or anything like that. So in this, if I've got it on this documentation, it has a maximum it takes is a 220 watt solar panel, blanket, whatever you want to call it. So I brought this, and I also brought this here. So this is a folds up. 2 halves. It's got a little storage thing in the back for all your cables. These Velcro things here pull out. Whoops, sorry guys. So then that sits flat like so. So that's a 100 watt panel. I brought that only, this sort of says if it's indirect sunlight, it'll take sort of like 4 to 5 hours to, if this was flat, this machine, this Allpowers portable power station. So you can put a bigger panel, bigger solar input in, which will then make it much more quicker to charge this. But I've got this because it's compact, folds up, like, I'll show you this quickly. It just folds up like so, handles on. There we go. Slimline, very very easy to put in the back of the ute, stuff like that. So like I said the other day, we ran out of power, and I used this bad boy. So this is going to be really good to see, because the next thing I'm going to show you guys, which this is going to help at the moment to power this bad boy, which I brought, which is an Escape 50 litre fridge freezer, 3-stage protection, 2-year warranty. I really wanted the Mark II, but the height. I had to go with the height. So this bad boy here has -20 to +20 temperature range, 60 watt, average power consumption, AC, it's about 1.2 amps to 0.5. So once it's reached power, it will cut down, and also. But if you run it through DC, it will draw more. So 5 amps to 2.5 amps. Input voltage is 12 watts and 24, and that's the dimensions, and that's the capacity. So it's got centimetre and inches ruler on top, which is here. And on the other side, which I will pull this out in a minute and show you guys. Comes with it's DC powered, AC power adapter sold separately, which I've got coming. There's a light inside, heavy duty handles, built bolt tie downs, which I've also got coming. I've also got the case, or the cover this goes in as well. I've also got, I'm not getting paid to do this, but if the good thing about Kings, they're affordable. So 4-wheel drive Superstore is where I got this. Guys, but do check, don't go into 4-wheel drive Superstore, because what they've got in the showroom prices completely different than what they have online. I got everything I've brought here, except for the portable power thing, because that's from a different company. I got it at wholesale. They don't do wholesale in the store. And, well, they do, but they won't tell you. So you've got to buy up to 5 items to get wholesale. This fridge was listed below wholesale price. It was something like $230. You can't go complain at that, man. $230. Like, who cares if I have to, I don't know. I hope it lasts. They do say they last, like they give 2-year warranty, but they last between 2 to 5 years, these fridge. Mine will be permanently put in the back of my car. I've got a fridge slider coming. I also brought a battery box coming. I brought a 25 amp, I think that's what it is, DC to DC charger, that's coming. And also brought a 100 amp hour lithium battery, and that's coming. I really wanted a 120 amp battery, but like I said, the price that I paid for the battery and the box and the charger, oh, and I got the cable in as well, which you can plug it up to your main battery and run off your alternator. I couldn't resist, man. Could not resist. It was very, very affordable. So what comes in this box is fridge freezer. It has a basket, 12-volt cigarette socket power cable, and a manual. And it is quite heavy. It wouldn't be, like, it is lighter than the other ones because it's hard plastic. I think the other one I was looking at was metal design, or powder coated metal or something like that, or aluminium or something, which would have been a little bit lighter. But that's what it is. Guys, next thing is I'm going to get this out. I'm going to set it back on the table, and this is the part I'm hanging. We're going to connect this up to it. Connect this to it. This here, this power, this portable power bank that I brought, I've also printed this out just to give you some idea. It's not the biggest, it's not the smallest. It's It's their average one that they have that a lot of people buy because it's convenient and stuff like that. So I'm reading this. So at 40 watts, so this will run at rated power is 60 watts. So we're only going by 40, so this is going to produce about 60. So at a 40 watt max, 5 to 6.5 hours it'll run a car fridge. A kettle at 120 watts, 1.5 to 2.1 hours this little power supply will last for. A juicer, 400 watt, you get 30 minutes. A fan, 4 to 5 hours at 50 watt. 100 watt, if you run a television, you can also run your television, 2.5 hours. An airbook, 3 to 4 times you can charge it. Camera, 20 to 25 hours, you will get a light, 7 to 8 hours. And it's like, the reason why I brought this is to charge all my camera gear when I go camping. Plus, it's an emergency power thing if we need it. Like, we can take a toasty, jaffle maker, we can take kettle, we could take, what else? A mixer, coffee machine, you know, have this running, have the solar panel connected, it'll just keep it charging. Like I said, it's not the biggest unit. There are plenty of more bigger ones, but this is convenient, easy to move around, and good to charge my drones, good to charge drone batteries, the controller, batteries for my DJI, which I'm using now, Action 3 camera, to charge my drone, also charge your phone. Like, to charge your phone on this, I think you get about 15 charges. It's pretty insane, and like I said, it has that top here, which you sit your phone there, and it charges, but I gather you have to have a compatible phone to do that. Alright guys, I'm going to stop this. We're going to get the next thing out, but this will be it for this video. I will also add a part 2 of this portable power thing, and you get to look at this fridge which I'm about to get out and have a look. So this is part 1, and I will be putting a part 2. Guess what guys, see you on the flip side. You legends, love yous, see yous guys, peace. Stay tuned for the next episode. I sound like bloody Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg. See you on the flip side. Woo!